Hello and welcome to the talk today. I'm going to try to decode the remedy Manganum aceticum today. It's easily one of the remedies that we are using not so often, and I believe that if we use it often, we can help more patients, and that's the whole idea of sharing with you the remedy Manganum aceticum. And I'll tell you this case that I saw a few days back. This was a case of limb girdle dystrophy, and a gentleman from North India had come and with limb girdle dystrophy, a lot of weakness, wasn't able to walk well, muscle wasting, progressive muscle dystrophy, a simple basic nature of organized nature, wants to do everything systematic, very simple personality, very reserved, introverted, doesn't talk much, and no major fears except for fears in his business. There shouldn't be a business loss, no particular dreams. There wasn't anything particular coming up in the case. And then he said, doctor, I love singing. I said, okay, tell me about singing. And he said that, I don't know why, doctor, when I'm very, very depressed and very, very sad, I just love listening to very, very old sad songs. Dukh bhare kahaniyan, dukh bhare gaane. A lot of my students tell me, why don't you talk in Hindi and teach us in Hindi? My Hindi is not very, very, um, um, I would say, my vocabulary in Hindi is not very, very good. I will work on it and someday make some videos in Hindi. So this patient of mine said that I feel better listening to sad music. Very, very sad music makes me feel better. So beautifully, um, there was a very, very interesting symptom. You can see this sadness better by listening to sad music. This is one of the main symptoms, and the whole case then turned out to be a beautiful case of Manganum aceticum. And as you know, manganese, one of the very important remedy for neurological cases and muscular progressive disease, neuromuscular disease. It's very, very important. So this is a little bit about Manganum aceticum, but I'm here to talk about the picture of Manganum aceticum, and I hope that once you learn this picture, and you can use this remedy more often and have some good results. So, okay. So I told you this is a clinical point on which I prescribed, and some cases you might see one or two symptoms only. But I'm here to tell you the whole picture of Manganum aceticum. And before we talk about Manganum aceticum, I should tell you a little bit about. You can see Manganum come here in the fourth row of the periodic table, somewhere before ferrum. Ferrum is the most strong, very, very persistent, positive personality that we know in the periodic table, and manganese is just before it. So they are people who are not perfect, they are not strong, they are trying to be strong, they are trying to kind of reach a level of perfection, but they need someone who will guide them, advise them, who will help them, and they love helping people. They like to help people, they like to please people because they love appreciation, and they like to be praised. And another sensitivity for them is to be criticized, and they feel very sensitive to be criticized. And another very strong feature of manganum is that of being embittered, and that is of being very, very deeply, deeply, deeply in their childhood or something. There is a story where manganum child, who was a very timid child who wants very support, but he has no strength to do things on his own, and there is a kind of a feeling that if he does anything wrong, he will be punished, and he will be pressurized and suppressed. So there is a lot of feeling of rancor and embittered feeling here in this remedy also. So, so let me tell you a little bit about the remedy manganum. So there's a lot of anger in this remedy and a lot of suppressed anger. You can see anger ailments from anger talking, anger trifles, and this anger goes to the level of embitteredness. Embittered is a kind of strong feeling of bitter feeling inside them. Um, Also, at some interesting point in their case, there's also a very, very strong feeling. Um, of you can see here, very interesting. Delusion soldier sees. Delusion soldier sees, shooting him through and through. So there's a lot of feeling as if something bad will happen. There's a lot of feeling as if um, they kind of feel that a strong feeling of danger, a strong feeling of loss, a strong feeling of something bad will happen. They are very, very scared of being forsaken, and typically something bad will happen. One very important symptom is whenever they lie down, they feel better. So lying down ameliorate, along with sad music, ameliorate is a strong important symptom that you should know. One very important symptom in Manganum you will see in cases of neurological disorders, they'll be very like this, frowning, and sometimes frowning very angrily. They cannot express their anger, so they come very close to staphysagria also here. Hmm? And there is also, like nitric acid, a feeling of revenge, feeling of hatredness who offended him. They don't like to be talked too much. They like to just be in their own world, but they don't like to be too much pushed around, if I may say so. Trifle seems to aggravate them a lot, and that's where they can be very quarrelsome. Very important for in acute conditions. They can be very important for skin problems, chronic skin problems. So restlessness from itching in the knee, deep inside the knee, restlessness, anxious. They can be at times a little sociable and very sweet talkers. They look like palladium, but they are not as creative as palladium. There's a more deeper feeling of embittered feeling in this remedy, more or less. They get very emotional from music. Music is a very strong feature. Sad music, typically. You should know this. A little bit more about manganum. Manganum, you should know, it causes destruction of red blood cells and typically important sphere of action. Now I talk about physical symptoms: inner ear, periosteum, shin bone, joints, larynx, trachea, and nerves. Motor paralysis, ascending, so motor neuron disease, lateral sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, paralysis agitans, paraplegia, very important. A lot of soreness of the whole body, typically. Ear affections, everything affects the ear, yes. Nose blocks, aggravated draft of cold, ear blocks. Chronic arthritis with the infiltrating glistening joint, so psoriatic arthropathy, think about this. Progressive muscular atrophy, very important remedy, underused remedy. Remember, this clinical indication will someday help you build your name. Cellulitis, suppuration around the skin joints. Asthmatic patient cannot lie down on the pillow. Typhoid fever, cases badly treated with prolonged convalescence. Again, this symptom not many doctors will use. They will use carbohydrates. Think about this. Wants to lie down, like phosphoric acid. Valuable for boys and girls where voice are changing. Yes. Malignant ulcer with blue border following slight injury. Very lesser used remedy, ladies and gentlemen. I told you about manganum. Mind state. Something bad will happen. Does not enjoy joy music but sad music comes. So they don't like the rock, they don't like the fast music, they like the sad. ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है. That's Manganum. They don't like the fast, they don't like Yo-Yo Honey Singh. Okay, let's go further. Very, very important for neurological symptoms. So what are the symptoms? There can be gait issues, uncertain legs, stoop forward walking, metatarsal joints are affected, tendency to fall forwards, ankles are affected. Here you can also think about Manganum muriaticum. There are many important remedies. Manganum oxidatum, very important for facial kind of palsy, facial symptoms that develop in neurological disorders. Hands when close stretch feel swollen, paralysis, inclination to run forward if he tries to walk. Very, very important remedy. Yes, chronic hoarseness, worse AM, better by greenish mucus removed or smoking. better by lying down with aphonia. Dry cold aggravates tuberculosis. Tubercular miasm also in the background. Tubercular syphilitic, I would say. Mask like face, Kent repertory remedy. Twitching, worse laughing, also very important. Um, okay. Aching in the eyes from sewing, field of vision contracted, degenerative remedy. Ear pathology, lot of deafness, neurological symptoms, blowing nose makes deafness better. Can be used for Cali muriaticum. Cali muriaticum, yes. Nose dry coryza with complete obstruction, blowing painful. This I told you. Okay. Toothache, worse cold, flowing of saliva while speaking with colic paralysis. Very important for paralysis. Huh? Hemming, hawking all the time. When causticum fails. Abdomen, very important for liver pathology, intestinal pathology. Cramps in the anus, better by lying down. Cutting in the umbilical, worse on taking deep breath. Okay. Darting in urethra on passing flatus. Female symptoms, very important for menses delayed. Also very important for PCOD with anemic symptom. Discharge of blood between menses. Read Pierce Plain Talks Materia Medica. Many vivid dreams which are well remembered. Yawning. Fever symptom not very well known. Sudden flushes of heat. Better by lying down, open air, sad music, eating, change of weather, and yeah, that's about it. So